Hey, with me is the man who's created everything you've ever loved and everything you ever will love. What's up for the Whedonverse in 2012 and 2013?
Obviously, we're continuing with Buffy, and we're starting to branch out with some mini-series, which I'm very excited about, including one that I came up with just a couple days ago. And then, of course, we're going to go ahead, I think, with actual Firefly comics that take place after the movie instead of just backtracking everywhere. I think we're ready to sort of make that move. Because you know what, it's been 10 years, they haven't called. I don't think we're going to make that show anymore. I think it's really canceled. Everything's going to go really well for them, and they're going to get along the whole time. Then they're going to go out to dinner a lot, you know, and sometimes they'll have a salad. But sometimes they might not want a salad, or they might get just a side salad with like ranch. It's going to be dynamic. I'm telling you right now. Look out, America.
Buffy herself, continuing in the latest season. Can you talk about that? It seems to be a more compact, tense season than the previous comic season.
You know, the mission statement was always, let's get back to the show. Let's get back to what does it feel like at this point in your life. And at this point in her life, Buffy has done extraordinary things, but she has zero life skills as, you know, a young 20-something. And she's watching her friends, you know, figure out who they're going to be.
Cabin in the Woods was a huge critical hit, and once it hits home video, it looks like it's going to win a legion of followers. Can you talk about that release? What might fans see on it that they didn't see in the theatrical version?
Well, we did actually do a ton of DVD extras and things, and you know, making ofs. And there's so much bizarre physical labor that goes into that movie. It was such a bear to make, to put all that stuff on screen. That there is some interesting stuff, and also Fran meets a bear. How many DVD extras have a real bear in them? Huh? Okay. Ours is better. It's a good, thick package with a lot of fun stuff. There's no musical. There's not a horror movie that's disguised as a commentary or anything like that. It does also have the best actual commentary that I've ever done. Drew and I did it together, and we had a bottle of wine, and it was a nice oaky Chardonnay, and it really turned into a conversation in a way that those things usually don't. Like, there were things I thought of that I had never realized about myself. There were things he told me that were new. We disagreed at one point. I was like, this is fun. And then he beat the out of me, but it's only on the audio, so it's not too violent for kids.
Can you talk about what else you might have on the table? On the back burner?
Well, comic-wise, there's a couple of original ideas that have been brewing that I would love to spit out because, I want to get my hands dirty again. It's been too long for me in that. And then everything else is pretty vague. I just finished Much Ado About Nothing a couple of days ago, and so we're looking to see how we can get that released. We're going to try to go to festivals and stuff, and so what the next stage holds besides the internet thing that I'm doing with Warren Ellis, and I'm not really sure, and which is both terrifying and kind of delightful.
FEARnet's coverage of Comic-Con 2012, presented by Resident Evil 6, in stores on October 2nd for Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. Pre-order now. Rated M for mature.